Okay, welcome back to the show. I'm the Ichimoka Trader. The day is 27th of April, 2022. So today I ended up having a red day. These are the days you have to get used to because you're going to encounter them, and it's something that you kind of have to get used to. You have to be a good loser. I'm not a good loser. I don't really like losing, but in the end, that's how trading is, and you have to get used to it. So that's why it's so important that you keep an eye and you keep track of your metrics, your wins, your losses, your overall since you started trading, and continue tracking your percentage of success, profit, and loss. So it's really important to keep a logbook like I have here. I continue keeping all my logs all the time. I want to make sure that when I'm trading, I'm always being able to adjust the strategy as in my ins and outs. Am I going to be very aggressive on this next trade, or am I going to reduce my size and continue? Now, I don't really do that. I don't reduce the size. I try to trade the strategy because I believe in the strategy. But in saying that, you are going to get emotional sometimes, and you're going to maybe overtrade or enter a trade too early. It kind of happened to me a bit today, but it is part of the work that you do when you're trading. So let's just get into the watch list that I had. So I had CYN and VIVK, both had come up on well, actually CYN came through the chat on a high-day Momo scanner, but the VIVK had come up on my scanners this morning. So I'll just get rid of that. So we're going to start with the first ones here on CYN. And I'll just back this out for a second, bring this up. I'm going to make this clear for you guys. So let's go replay. We'll go back here. So this stock was looking quite good. Oh, sorry, I was fooling around with that later in the day. Okay, so here we go. We'll get this back to here. Okay, so this is the open of the day. This CYN had come up through the chat class. So someone called it out in there, or the chat room, I should say. And I immediately saw it pop up here, and I thought, okay, well, this isn't looking too bad. So what I want to do is I want to wait for a bit of a pullback before I enter the trade. So, but I also want to wait, make sure that my Ichimoka is all set up. So I have my green cloud in the front, that's set up. I have my blue line here above the orange line here, and I have my lagging indicator clear of the clouds and clear of any of the price action. So I'm seeing here right away on the stochastic RSI that we are below the 10. So now I'm waiting for that to kind of come back up, and then I want to see this come back up. Now let's see if I actually had the discipline on this one. So there we go. We do see a good bounce kind of off of the VWAP here. I'm always looking at this pink line as kind of a support resistance type area. So when I see it kind of come and kind of didn't hit or go through that and kind of start to come back, a lot of people would be long right here. Momentum traders might be. It doesn't really have enough volume for a momentum trader either, but you can see here we definitely have this moving back. So I thought, okay, this is going to be good. I'm going to go in on that next candle. So here we go. I went in on that next candle. You can see at 395 I was filled, and you can get paid there. Sorry about that. And so then it comes here. Let's see what happens on the next candle. So I don't like how this curved to the downside. That to me is kind of like a spiral. Well, you better watch out, kind of get out. I'm probably put this below here. So basically what I'm waiting for is I want to move my stop as quickly up as possible on this next candle. I'm already moving my stop, grabbing it here on the book trader and then moving it up so that I can take as much risk out of this as possible. So on this next one, is when I got taken out. So actually on the first trade, I got taken out at negative 32. So at 91, which was right on this candle here. It was kind of a horrible fill, but it is what it is. Sometimes when you're moving your stop here, the actual movement of the ladder is moving at the same time. So you have to be a bit careful there. I'm getting better at it. I'm getting better at using this, but I was also considering going back to hotkeys and then adjusting through here. Because if you need to get out quickly, you need to get out. Like that could have been a very little profit rather than a loss, but I should have waited and then moved to the break even, but I got a little antsy there. So I ended up taking a €32 loss. But I still felt like this, everybody was still trading this. I thought, it could definitely come back up here and hit that 415. That's why I have the profit targets at 415. Go to the next candle here, and like this is where it gaps up and then it actually reverses. So it gapped up from here and then it actually reversed. That's what I mean by choppy. And you're gonna encounter stocks like that, and you're gonna encounter days like that. And then it actually came down. This is when I felt like, it actually has this hair on that on this candle right here. And I thought, it kind of rejected, but then it gapped up, and I thought, that's pretty good. If this is anywhere near this level, I'm gonna actually go in. I shouldn't have been doing any of it because the Ichimoka strategy requires that this blue line start coming back up into the orange, and it's actually opening from the orange to the blue. So it wasn't a smart move. But I'm still learning this book trader, and I'm still been a bit off from the old heart attack there, so giving myself a little bit of a break anyways. But this one ended up taking me out quite a bit lower. Got out here at 82 for my, so that's like 11-cent drop, $88, like gone, immediately. But that's not bad. I mean, I'm not using massive amount of shares with 800 shares, so to keep that to $88, that's pretty good. I mean, I would have liked to have had the winning trades there, but again, you have to get used to days where you're going to have some difficult trades coming up. So we're going to go into the next one, VIVK. So over to this stream, VIVK. And there we go, VIVK. All right, let's replay at the beginning here. So this one was actually on the scanners. Every morning I go through the scans, make sure everything is kind of what I'm looking for. Anything between $1 and 30, kind of like actually above 150. But if something's going crazy at $1, I don't want to miss it either. So this one here. It had come up. So now you can see what I'm looking for is, first of all, the green cloud in front. So that's good for going long. And we are above the VWAP there. Our blue line is above the orange line. It's actually quite a large gap between this blue line and this orange line here. And our lagging indicator is also above and clear of the price action. So this is a great another great setup as far as I'm concerned. we have this cross of the blue to the downside of that on MACD. So here I'm also waiting for this to clear, come back into the blue. So let's see. And we're starting to get back into the blue. It actually crossed here. I entered the trade at 392. It was actually a great entry because I was on the bottom of that candle. But I didn't wait for the blue, you know, like I should have waited for that blue. So I did notice that. I immediately wanted to move my stop loss as quickly as possible up, but you'll see on this next candle, it had popped down and popped up, and yeah, got out at what was that, 385 right at the bottom of here, right? So actually, sorry, I got out on this candle 385 when it popped down. This is one where I moved my stop too quick, too close when it was a red candle. Normally I'll wait for a green candle and move to the bottom of the green candle. I don't normally do the red, but today I had taken 2 losses already, and I immediately wanted to keep it low if I did have a loss. But in the end, it turned out to be a bad move because I should have just kept my stop where it was, which was at the bottom of that green candle. Okay, and then you see, I wouldn't have been taken out of that trade, and I could have got out when it hit here at the top of that. So this is how fast and how easy it is to be a losing trade versus a winning trade. And I got a little antsy there. So you look here, and my in on that was 385. Actually, 392. So 392 right there. And if I had just waited on that and kept my stop here until that first green candle, the bottom of the first green candle, would have been the break even. So boom, it moves up there, it closes there. I have my stop now at break even, and then the next candle opens here and shoots up, it would have taken me out. So that would have been a win of 392 all the way up to 417. That would have made my day a winning trade. I mean, that's 4 to 417. 417, so that's 17 cents, and 8 is 17. It's 25 cents. So 25 cents on 300 shares. 300 shares times 0.25, so you're looking at $75. So I would have changed my day into a positive day instead of going negative. But that happens when you start to feel FOMO, fear of missing out, or possibly you're emotional because you had your first 2 trades were losses and you want to keep your stops very close. And then you make a mistake like I did. So that's that on that one. The next trade I actually went in here on this one. I ended up getting taken out early because I moved the stop up too early again. Actually into the profits. I should have kept it at the break even. It is what it is. Tomorrow I'm going to be a little bit more disciplined for sure. We'll skip ahead to the next time I saw here. We got in on this one. We were looking to get in because it crossed below here, and then it continued up when it crossed on the MACD, and then I made $12 on that one. So I made $48 I was bought 385 on this one here, 385, and I sold out at 401 for a 16 cent, $48 win. And then on the next one was 300 at 4 and got out at 404. That I moved up the stop too early and got taken out. I mean, 12 bucks is 12 bucks. At the end of the day, I lost $81 or 81 euro, and it is what it is. I have to continue. Look at your metrics, look at how you're doing it overall. Since January 31st, I'm up 8,889. Total trades, I've only taken 86 trades. Today was like almost like over trading it too much, but 86 trades since January 31st, and I had 2 weeks there of the heart attack issues. And right now, like today, I'm trading in the simulator. This whole week, I'm going to be trading in the simulator. Simply because coming back from a heart attack and recovering. So anytime you go away for vacation or you have a death in the family or something happens, you should be going back and trading in the simulator. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just getting back into the groove of things. I was a little undisciplined today. My big lesson to me today was you have to wait on that MACD. The MACD is one of the strongest. That MACD has to turn the other way and has to be closing distance on that orange before you take that trade. I don't care how beautiful it looks. So tomorrow I'm going to be very disciplined in that regard and trade that way. So let's go through the metrics quick here. 86 trades, so we have 22 losses with 64 wins with a 74.42% success. So it means 75% of the time I'm right. Today, I'm actually less than that, but quite a bit less than that. But you have to look at the overalls. And then you look at your wins, make sure that it's there. Yeah. So total wins is 8,089 since the beginning, and a loss of 1,009. Okay, and then we will go here and check. So my average win is 126, and my average loss is negative 45. So yeah, I just put that here. My profit loss here is 1 to 2.49, and my biggest loss is 280. My largest win is 1775. These are the ones I'm waiting for. I don't mind having losses on the day or a red day, as long as they're small like today, and then I can start, waiting on those big fish to take me to the 1775. So thank you for watching the show, and we have lessons learned today. So you have to wait on your indicators. Today I was a little bit undisciplined, and look what happened. I had some losses. So thank you very much for watching and supporting the show. And so tomorrow I'll be back. Hopefully it's going to be a nice red day, and that's about it. Thank you very much.